I want attacking, purposeful football all the time. Now we're going to have backs against the wall and we're going to fight, and we're going to fight hard. You've got to show me all the guts and all the determination you've got in your body. You've got to inspire me.
A marvellous kick. That's as good as you'll ever see. And Footscray back in front.
I don't know about you guys, but if I see one bloke walking out of here, give the paddle back from people out there for a good effort, I'll spew up.
From inside the centre square, boys kick the goal. Boys kick the goal. From inside the centre.
Hey Pack, welcome to Danny Boyd, a podcast about the greatest, most wonderful football club in the known universe and indeed all multiverses. That is the Footscray Football Club, Proprietary Limited. They trade as Western Bulldogs. I'm Danny McGinlay. We're here at Rancho Stevo. And before we begin, Mark Stevens, first of all, two things. Recording a comedy special. I've mentioned it. I'm just going to keep mentioning it because tickets are filling up and I would love to have the Danny Boyd with Added Stevo crew down there Saturday, 1st of August. Tickets, you can get it through the link of my Instagram bio, or if you don't have Instagram, just hit me up. Just hit me, find me on some sort of socials or himself at DannyMcGinlay.com. There you go. That's my email address.
I'll be there, Danny, because a young guy at work, Charlie Cosgrove, who's our graphic designer.
Yeah.
He does your banners each week.
Oh, yeah.
He and his dad, Sean Cosgrove.
Oh, from Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Fame.
Come on down.
Yes.
So they're both coming, Danny.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Yeah, they said it was great value. I think $20 a ticket, wasn't it?
It is. Yeah, because I'm not doing this for selling tickets money. That's just to kind of just take a chunk out of the cameras that I've got to hire and everything. It'll cost me about $6,000 in total with all the editing and everything. So, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sean Cosgrove's coming to my filming.
You have to get him. The best voice
I
in
might get him
Australia.
to
almost.
intro me.
You should. He intros the 6 Point show I do with Half on Zero.
Yes.
You should get him to intro.
Yeah.
Come on down.
Do you reckon he'll do it?
He'll do it.
Oh, yeah. I did have an idea.
I can give you his number.
I did have an idea, Stevo. I wanted to ask our mate Rocket, because, if you've seen, stand-up specials, there's usually like a 1 minute sort of pre-show thing. And I thought it'd be funny to have Rocket backstage at the comedy club giving me a spray.
Wouldn't that be great?
Just giving a rev up.
Behind the curtain, pretend that we... Yeah.
He's got the gig plan. Like, he's there just going, you hit the jokes hard. You hit them fast.
With the lighting so you can see the finger pointing at your scone.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
All right. That's it. Good. All right. We're going to do that as well.
He'll be there, Sean Cosgrove, who many people would remember. I mean, I think he was hosting breakfast shows of recent times.
Yeah, on Gold 104 for a long time, I believe.
Yeah, and I think he was at Magic and doing the breakfast show. And you believe it or not, he'd do the breakfast show the night before.
Oh, I do believe that. I do know of a current breakfast show that does half their show the night before. That I will not reveal because that is not in my jurisdiction.
But it's doable on those sort of stations. I listen to Say Smooth.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that that's not live either. I reckon that's pre-done, just with some joining stuff. People sounding really relaxed and, Richard Wilkins and, sexy
Who does
stuff.
do Smooth Breakfast now?
I'm not sure.
Is
breakfast.
it Cameron Daddo?
Richard Wilkins is on it, obviously.
Yeah, okay.
Megan Doyle, I think. But they put on a certain voice.
Oh, they do, the Smooth. He was.
Yeah.
Don't forget Robbie Williams. What a great song that was.
So I think he's probably in there for half an hour and he's got his script to read. Would that be right, or am I being too cynical?
Could be. No, I never worked for Smooth. I know that when I was doing radio, it was all live. A little bit. We did do some pre-recording. I remember I got to pre-record my shift the day that I was doing breakfast after the office Christmas party. And they let me do the first 3 hours because it was just a music shift. It was just Outcast. This is more Outcast. So they let me do it that day because I wasn't going to have much sleep. But I still had to go in and press the buttons. So anyway, we also have to point out Channel 7 have issued an SOS to the Danny Boyd with Added Stevo Army. They asked me saying...
Gary O'Keefe or one of the head honchos there, Chris Jones?
It was one of the producers. They're making a documentary about the great Dennis Cometti, and they're looking for a particular bit of footage, and everyone knows this bit of commentary,
but it's not on YouTube anywhere.
They can't find it.
Right, okay.
They can't find it. Tony Liberatore went into that pack optimistically, came out misty-optically. We all know it. You can hear it as I'm saying it. They can't find what game it's from. Now they've of course checked YouTube. They've checked. And no one has put it up since Dennis died a few months ago. So if any of the nerds, the memory kings out there can tell us what.
What about Giggs?
Well, I've asked Giggs.
If Giggs
can't
doesn't
remember.
know, nobody knows.
No, someone will know.
There's got to be a footy nerd out there.
Yeah.
We bumped into a few footy nerds after the game.
That's right. So now we get on. So yeah, if you know, please let us know. Even if you've got a vague idea of the year or the opponent or the venue, all of that would help. Please hit us up on socials.
I've got a feeling it was in Perth. I'm not sure
You reckon?
why.
I'm seeing
Subiaco.
I'm seeing Collingwood at the MCG. See, but there we go.
But Dennis was mainly. I think if you're guessing a Dennis game, he did a lot of Subiaco games in that era.
Yeah.
So I'm just...
No, that's good. This is good detective
guess.
work.
Strong guess.
This is good. Now,
why doesn't someone ring Libba?
I don't think Libba would have heard the commentary.
Well, I think Tony would know.
Actually, that's not a bad
He's
idea.
He's that type of guy that would know that type of thing.
Okay. I'll tell Channel 7 that.
He followed himself pretty closely.
Anyway, but if anyone knows, please hit us up. But yes, we do need a match report from Mark Stevens because you went into the belly of the beast. You went right behind enemy lines and you sat in the St Kilda President's function.
Yeah, so a bit of a pre-function. And it was interesting how things are casual now in footy, and I don't mind it.
Yeah.
On the invite, it said you've got to be business casual.
Yeah, now what does that even mean?
Well,
no denim.
It said no denim, but I walk in, there's guys in trackies.
I did set.
Not pants, but tracksuit jackets, St Kilda. Standards have slipped at the Saints. Kylie and Amit wouldn't allow that to happen, even though they were there. Kylie was wonderfully dressed as usual, and Amit...
She wasn't wearing the trackies?
No, not in the trackies. And Amit, I didn't get a chance to chat to Amit because it was a big room, but Amit rocks that trendy sort of classy runner look with the pants.
Classy runner?
You know, in American TV, a lot of people now are wearing retro runners with suits.
Like rare Nike Air Jordans sort of things?
No, not quite that, but black leather with white sort of heels. And, you know, they're sort of quasi-trendy, classy runners. So
all right, okay.
Amit was rocking those.
Yep.
So times have changed. I wore a blazer and pants, so I was probably overdressed. When in doubt, always overdressed Bulldogs. You know that.
Yeah.
But it was just a fascinating insight into another footy club, and they're nice.
Who was their host?
Bruce Eva.
I don't know.
He's MC Beaver. Okay. He's on 3AW, long-term St Kilda. Yep. Obviously, Andrew Bassett spoke. The chairman of the commission was there. Craig Drummond.
What do they talk about? What are the subjects coming up at the president's function?
It's pretty straightforward now. In the old days as a journo, you'd go to a president's function beforehand. You'd be invited in just to stand in the corner because the president would often make a political statement.
Oh, really?
Not quite Trump levels, but they'd often criticise the AFL or say we should be doing this and that, but it was all pretty tame.
Okay.
Andrew Bassett pumped up the commissioner. We had Justin Gajitsky there, which was great to see Cozzy again.
What a delightful man.
Terrific man. And they were a delight to deal with because, you know what, they were so pessimistic.
Oh, really?
They couldn't stop talking about the last 10 goals lost, we can't even speak, and every St Kilda supporter expected to lose.
Okay.
And I was sitting there thinking, I'm not as confident as you are in that result.
You weren't wearing a Bulldog scarf or anything, were you?
No, in Top Dogs I do, but I just thought I'd go incognito.
Yeah, fair
in
enough.
This one as a journo.
Yep.
I was there with my mate Chris Byrne, who you would have seen in the Top Dogs, the car guy.
Yeah. No, and we should point out we met after the game and had debriefed about it. And your mate was the angriest man in the world. If you want to know how, he was just going, oh mate, you're paying $500 a ticket, and you're just getting you didn't even get the choice of the barramundi or the lamb.
Who was that? Darren?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. But it was great. It was all free, obviously.
Well, so how did you get in there?
So Chris Byrne, my mate, the Bulldog, was a car magnate, I call him. He used to own Werribee. I think he had Mazda, he had Ford, West Point Ford, all that, sold up. And a car dealer mate of his, Andrew Cross, played at St Kilda.
Okay.
And he ordered the table. So he paid for everything. He was a lovely host.
So and did they swapped down? It was apparently that alternating sort of one person gets the barramundi, one gets the lamb. Now, of course, listeners might not know this. Stevo's a strict pescatarian.
I am. So these days when you go to these functions, you feel a little bit self-conscious because you sit down and there's a special place marker there that says pescatarian. Right. So there's nowhere to hide, but they're much more organised now. It was in the old days, if you say pescatarian or vegetarian, you could get anything, Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been to some functions where the main course, this is serious, a footy function, and God love them, was 4 spring rolls. Veggie. 4 veggie spring rolls on some lettuce.
That was your... So hang on, that's not your main. You got the barramundi.
No, that was the main. No, but this was another functional beach.
Another function.
So it's come a long way. It was a beautiful piece of barramundi in like a Thai-style dew, I suppose, or
nice.
An essence of Thailand. So it was great. Some Prosecco, not in a jumbo glass, but we'll move on from that. But it was a good experience, but it put me in a harness, to be honest, because you go out to the reserve seats.
Got to be well behaved.
You're surrounded by St Kilda people. You've got to sort of, harness yourself and be well behaved. So you could say you put a condom on in football terms, okay?
Yeah.
So you've got to put that on just to lessen all the sensations and experiences.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
I get it, absolutely. No,
so you're sitting there in a condom.
I used to work with, do you know Daniel Ward, who played at the Demons? He's now, I think, the coach of Sandringham. That's right. I used to work with his wife at Fox FM. She was one of the Black Thunder drivers. Yep. And when she was dating him, she's like, hey, I can get you tickets. Do you want to come to... And I was like, Bulldogs. See, Melbourne Bulldogs for free. Yep. And then I'm sitting with all the wives and girlfriends, and suddenly I'm like, I got to keep stum here.
Yeah, so it's a once-a-year thing for me. I love the top dogs that you can just let the animal instinct go.
Absolutely.
Because you're all in it together.
Yes.
But up there, no, it was good.
Actually, I had to do that as well. So I missed 3/4 of the game, but I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it. But we finished up at, have you been paying attention, slightly early because they're also doing Cup Fever straight away. So I was able to just jump on the train and got a direct train from South Yarra to Southern Cross. Got there just as the 3/4 time siren was going. I met up with my mate Mark Eaton, who is the premiership winning coach of Northcote Cougars under 12s, where my son plays, and he was with his whole family, all Saints, and I had to chat to him. And by the way, it was a bit of even though you had the condom on, as you said,
full body condom,
where you can't go too ballistic or anything. I was chatting to him as the game became more and more obvious that the Dogs had won. We just get a bit more chatty and stuff, and I realised the privilege, Stevo, that 2016 brings, because my mate Edo, like his dad was 14 when 1966 happened. He said he was telling me about listening to it on the wireless, and Edo was just there going, "Yep, I've never got one. I've never had one." I'm like, "Yeah, just." Do you remember, like in my footy career, like footy supporting career, there really is BC and AD. Whereas the Saints fans are still in BC.
Yeah, I think like that all the time, and I felt the same thing amongst the Saints fans. I felt fortunate.
Yep,
takes all the pressure off, and I feel sorry.
Absolutely.
For these St Kilda people, because I was at the grand final where it looked like they were going to win.
Which one?
Goddard.
Geelong or
the Collingwood one. Goddard.
Yeah.
Goddard took a mark.
Yes.
City End. I remember being in the press box.
That's the draw.
Yeah. Momentum was all St Kilda's.
Yep.
And I had a mate who's a St Kilda supporter, a best man at my wedding. Mm-hmm. He was in the press box as well. I turned to him, tapped him on the leg, and I said, "Well done, mate. You've got this. Got this." And you could see it in his eyes that he had it. And we had this long rivalry that someone would get to a flag first.
Yep.
And now I've got that. To be honest, our friendship hasn't been the same. I've got one up on him, and there's just no comeback. I can say whatever I like about football.
Yep.
We've got one. And it's changed things completely. And you do feel sorry. They're a bedraggled bunch. And they're almost out of puff. There's not a lot more. I know they're trying to keep punching, but a lot of St Kilda supporters haven't got a lot of wind left in the sails.
No, they're somehow more I think Essendon fans are the ones who are the most despondent.
But most of them have seen success. 2000.
Absolutely. Yes,
so
whereas St Kilda haven't.
St Kilda haven't.
It feels a long way away.
A long way away. And when you do the sums, but
no, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry to laugh, by the way.
Tassie are coming in.
Yeah.
So you do the sums, the more clubs, the less chance you are of winning.
That's right.
So you come to 19. That's why I'm not sure why supporters all the time say, fantastic, let's let Tassie and let's get Northern Territory. Well, hang on. It's just making it harder for you to realise your dream of seeing a premiership. So.
I see that point, but I counterpoint with more teams is less chance that Hawthorn win. So yes. I think that's a good thing.
A good thing, but I do feel sorry for the Saints, and they were extremely pessimistic. I thought we were a pessimistic bunch.
Yeah, and look, it was a game by two teams who very much needed the bye. There was some fatigue there. I mean, but look, hey, a win's a win.
Look, it was a grind.
It was a grind.
And sometimes a good grinding you can't beat. It was a great result, and
And
sometimes they're more special, and you just take it. I was in there going quite pessimistically. I thought how are we going to match St Kilda's run and carry, and they'd been playing well. They almost beat Sydney.
Yeah.
But we started well. At times we looked like we were going to lose control of the game.
It's Buku. Buku keeping flying Ryan.
Buku, that was the perfect matchup. Whoever came up with that, congrats to Bevo and the coaching team, because he's the perfect, because he could play on the ground. But the key to flying Ryan, obviously, his nickname is taking hangers, and he cut that out of his game.
Yep.
And I think Flying Ryan had been reading too many stories about Flying Ryan, and I reckon he got ahead of himself.
Yeah.
He had one of those games where he was quite content. The last couple of weeks, he's back. People are talking All Australians. Flying Ryan got a lesson. And well done, Buku.
And what did you think of there was a lot of talk about the ruck rotation. So Tim English did the centre bounce, and then he'd go down into forward. There was a bit of discussion on the couch last night, whereas but First Crack talked about it as well. So I've just been watching after a win, you watch all the footy shows. First Crack were quite positive about it, whereas on the couch were a bit more negative.
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It worked.
Exactly.
But you don't plough a field with a Ferrari. That was the famous saying. You don't put your guns in the ruck.
Yeah.
But as Boydie said last week, he's all for having Darcy more in the ruck to get him involved in the game.
Agreed.
As long as Bont doesn't get injured, it's fine. And the other issue is I think Norton desperately needs help. We're asking too much of Aaron Norton. It's just the key target. He's getting manhandled. Doesn't get many free kicks.
He doesn't. That's true.
So it was good. It was good to see English down there as a threat, even though he didn't do a lot.
Yep.
He at least threatened.
Well, Jordan Lewis was talking about how, because he dropped the bombshell that English is going. He'd be very surprised if he's at another club. And then he didn't star in that game. And going, I think you're clutching at score.
Did they follow that up on the couch last night?
Yeah,
the fact that the single serve vanilla?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, and he said...
And did he double down on it?
He didn't double down on it. He pointed out that a lot of people had pointed out to him, and he didn't mind. He thought Bevo, that was a good line by Bevo. Yeah. And he said that it was surprising that English wasn't left in the ruck longer. He thought this was an opportunity for English to absolutely dominate.
Right, so he's thinking it's linked, that maybe there is a rift there, or he's going on.
I feel that's clutching at straws.
It is. I just think that was smart by Bevo, and we need... If you look at the results this year, we've been pretty steady, got the games won, some close games. It's been hard work.
Yep.
But clearly to win a premiership or make the top four, something has to change.
Yeah, and this is what we love about Bevo.
He's trying to regenerate things.
Yes.
Perhaps that's
we
English
lament
forward.
it when he gets it wrong, but we got to absolutely celebrate it when he gets it right.
Maybe after the bye, the new mid-season man, our tall guy.
The guy from
Caleb May
from the Bloods. That's right, South Adelaide.
Maybe he can come in at 210 centimetres or whatever he is, playing the ruck, and he can use English as a forward. Bevo would be thinking of something.
Yeah, I love that plan. That's a good idea.
We're probably a bit short against the taller teams. We're lucky St Kilda played sort of land of the midgets down there.
Oh, and that
suited us.
And Terry De Koning's son just got knocked out.
Cleaned up.
For those who don't know, Tom De Koning's dad, Terry De Koning, was a Bulldogs ruckman.
He was.
For 4 years.
We should have got more games out of him.
We should. He did. So
Terry.
Do you know how I met? I was on a cruise ship doing comedy once, and on the comedy cruises, there is a competition on the last day where passengers can give stand-up comedy a go, and often this can go very badly.
After a few beers, they all get like 3 minutes. It's called the Gong Show. And is it just around the harbour, or where do they go?
Oh no, these cruise ships.
How long? What's the longest cruise ship you've done? 3 nights.
I've done like 2 weeks.
Wow.
Back when I was just starting on them, but that was also due. It was only supposed to be 10 days, but then a hurricane came in and we got stranded. But normally the comedy cruise is 3 days, 3 nights, so it's about 6 comedians on there doing shows.
And what's the demographic?
It depends. Bogan? No.
Yeah, of course it is.
It's a floating Jetstar pub. But
right.
No, it's a lot of fun. But so this woman got up at the comedy cruise, Gong Night, and she was hilarious, and she was talking about her 2 sons who play Aussie rules and they're dickheads, and just bagging them hilariously, like genuinely. She won easily, country mile. Like we were all saying, mate, you should do stand up. You are genuinely hilarious. And I start chatting to her. I go, so who do your kids play for? And I'm thinking it's a local Brisbane team. No, she goes, Carlton and Geelong. And I'm going, hang on, are you the Dakota? She goes, yeah. And I go, oh my God, I love the Bulldogs. She goes, my husband played for them. Yeah. And he got voted the worst ruckman in the history of the AFL.
It wasn't a great era for the Dogs. I remember Terry going around. Yeah, big blonde man too. So.
Yeah. Well, she's genuinely hilarious, and I love the DeConing brothers now, and I'm very grateful. I don't know, this sounds bad. I'm grateful he got injured because
I think it's Dutch, is it, DeConing?
It would be, yeah.
I'm assuming that.
Something from Boydie's part of the world.
Yeah, they're almost a Viking look about them, haven't they? Yeah. So that's extraordinary. So what's the longest cruise you went on?
It was the first one, in 2 weeks. Oh, man, because you go up to Fiji, Vanuatu, but usually
you get off and cut loose.
You can. It depends who owns the cruise ship.
I was talking to my mate who draws the pictures, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
And you probably got the worst room. You wouldn't get a room with a view, would you?
No, you're down in the staff quarters.
Mess room. Right.
What's great, though, is if you can get I loved it when I got a portal that was like right on the waterline, so you kind of could see even a bit underwater.
Did it get depressing when you weren't working?
Very much so, yes. I struggled a lot with cabin fever, which is why I only did like 1 or 2 a year and did it to 3 nights maximum.
So what did you do during the day?
You'd go to the gym, that little tiny gym they've got on there. I would...
No room by the pool, obviously. All the sunbeds would be taken.
Yeah, that's right. You'd take a couple of books on there. You'd try and write, but it's not very creative and
how rough does it get down there?
Oh, it can get pretty bad. I remember the late, great Cal Wilson she was pregnant and we were in a very... extreme storm, and she was so seasick. She actually did the gig lying on the ground of the stage. And she said to everyone, I'm either going to vomit or I'm just going to lie down. Are you okay? And they were fine. And she did her gear whilst lying on her back. Right. And she's still slaughtered.
It sounds like my worst nightmare. I've got a mate who I go to the Spread Eagle. I see him quite regularly on a Friday.
Yep.
He works month on, month off. I might be 2 weeks on, a month off.
Yes, not
on
bad.
an oil rig.
Oh, yeah.
Off sail.
Okay.
So it just does my head in. He shows me pictures. They helicopter in, and then he works, I think, 15 hours, 16-hour days for 2 weeks, and then gets off this platform. And just how rough it gets out there, the waves crashing up and the wind.
Yep.
And you're stuck in this mess room. Oh, it's
my uncle did that in Bangladesh. Worked on an oil rig, 1 month on, 1 month off.
Right. The engineering would be magnificent over there, wouldn't it?
That's why you get Uncle James.
Wow. But
it's hard on your marriage. Now, I wanted to talk to you not about our marriages or anything like that. Is it true, and now you're an esteemed journalist, Cozzy Pickett in red hot form, and someone told me it's because his wife left him? Have you heard that?
There has been an issue family-wise. I'm not sure who left who or whether they've definitely separated, but they have kind of separated. I think his family's in Darwin. So he's been going back and forward quite regularly for short trips to see his kids. So
he's been in brilliant form.
He has been
because of it. All right, now bear with me. Jordan Dawson,
you should try something in that regard.
This is what I'm thinking. Jordan Dawson went through, his brother died earlier this year. Very, very horrible. He's one of the best players, probably the best player in the league. All right, so
let's not go there. This is too morbid.
You don't think? I'm just thinking, what if we burn Bont's cafe down and he finds another gear? I'm not saying we should do it.
Okay.
I'm just putting it out. I don't want anyone to be hurt.
Yeah.
And I hope he's got insurance.
Yeah.
I don't want him to lose any money. Yeah. But he's built such a brilliant cafe.
Yep.
Maybe then he becomes the
Firebomb Arthurs.
I'm just.
Look, I just
these are
Danny.
ideas.
I think this is just getting too morbid.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So it's just the thought I was.
You're saying I need to go through some hardship to win a Walkley Award or something.
I'd
rather not.
I've noticed your marriage is very happy. Your kids love you.
It is.
You live in this great house.
So I'm not going to win a Walkley.
No. I mean,
I need some I did have hardship early on in my life, but this is not what. Anyway, my dad passed away at a terrible time, but what's this?
How good was your footy at that point?
It wasn't great, but I lifted it from a journalistic point of view. I found another level. So I've done a Jordan Dawson. I was only 20 at the time, shattering.
Yeah, absolutely. It would have been.
Yes.
Was it sudden?
A Bulldog supporter, 44.
44, like
Very
a car
sudden.
crash?
Sudden heart attack.
Oof.
So, that was shattering.
Is that why you're pescatarian?
Partly, yes.
Oh, good on you.
Trying to just decrease animal fats and all that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's basically the main reason.
How's your heart now? It was Men's Health
Quite
Heart
good.
Week last week.
I've had a few checkups. I've done the hot dye through the...
Yep.
What do you call that? The scan where you got hot dye injected. Have you had that?
Yeah.
You get
I've not, no.
You go really warm and then you go through the...
I had the blood test, and they said everything was good. So I'm thinking, is there a way? Because I feel bad. I don't. No one firebomb Arthurs. I feel it's a stupid idea. But is there a way we could pretend there was some hardship on it? Make our players. I don't know. Maybe if Bont could pretend he was really into socks and he had the best socks collection ever, and then we steal the socks from him.
Some sort of Maybe Bont's car gets stolen. We could cop that.
Yeah. And we'll give it back at the end of the season.
Or maybe it's the mascot, the puppy dog, that's not allowed on the ground anymore, that's now back on again.
Maybe
that can inspire people.
Maybe that was the AFL helping us. Or Marvel Stadium. I'm not sure who was to blame.
So I was onto that story, and I bloody got scooped. Did you? A scoop by Tom Morris.
Oh, no.
Tom Morris broke it. I've texted the relevant people. Donuts.
Yeah.
So I was onto it. Obviously, what's the dog's name again? The bulldog? Sonny.
Yeah.
He was off the grass, now he's back on again.
Oh.
So he was allowed on the synthetic area, apparently, not on the surface. There's a rumour that he might have done a bit of a poopy or...
Wasn't there a Bulldogs player years ago who got busted sort of urinating during like a 3/4 time huddle? Was kneeling down.
That was quite common.
Yeah.
I reckon Tony did that once too, little Libber.
Tony Liberatore.
Yeah, there
really?
was a certain way you could do it with the kneel that you could protect yourself. But these days there's too many cameras.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Well, I don't think you should do it anyway. And also, remember they'd taken the pickle juice. Like, you're not allowed to spit that on the grass because it's so bad for it.
Yeah, there's not much you can... Well, how is it for your guts then if it's killing grass?
I think the stomach acids are a bit stronger than I have no idea about the science.
So hopefully, so the mascot's back. Do you reckon he dropped a turd on the grass at some stage?
I mean that's what dogs do. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it was just a review of how St Kilda were playing at the time. But it was very much a storm in a teacup.
Yeah, so it's all been fixed.
Well, that's great.
Maybe we could have created something out of that, some hardship from
We need
somewhere.
some hardship.
Yeah, but
we don't want real hardship.
I don't know,
is the
Danny,
problem.
Yeah, you're leading me down a bloody morbid path.
It is, yeah. I mean, what we need is...
we need something. But I agree, it's improved for some people. Cozzy Pickett had a quiet one, though, on the weekend. But, when you talk about Cozzy Pickett and what he's doing, Artie Jones...
Yeah.
Sort of slipping under the radar a bit about X Factor. Suddenly a guy who was just hanging in there for his career.
Yep.
Some supporters this time last year or the year before.
Such a rotten luck with injury.
Yeah, rotten luck. I know a few supporter mates that I've got had given up on him.
Fools.
Now he's he's definitely worth...
he's in our top 5.
I wouldn't go that far. Right, he's got some X Factor.
Yeah.
He's exactly what we needed. And we've got Cody to come back after the bye.
Yeah. Bevo did say that in the post-match presser. So I think he was just managed, and it was actual just management.
Yeah.
Not just like, some people aren't allowed in Western Australia. But
we did seem to hurt his elbow a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, if you don't play footy for 18 months and he's played 3 games with 6-day breaks?
He's got loose elbows too. His elbows tend to pop out.
Oh, no. It says he hasn't got a second elbow, does he?
I don't know. Second of something would be handy, Danny, at some stages anyway.
So, I mean, we're here at the halfway point of the season, and we did say last week we'd do a mid-season review. Have you put any thought in this, or are we just we're going to improv it?
Well, you told me half an hour ago.
Yeah. We said it a week ago, but
we did, didn't we? So, what do we got? Best and fairest tip? That's easy.
Yeah, I mean, Ed won it last year and everyone thought Bont would do it.
I think Bont's got it this year, no doubt.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Because he's played more games than Ed?
I just think he's just had Ed's obviously had a few lower level games by his standard.
Yep.
So I'm certainly on
because he was injured.
What about most improved?
Or, I mean, we talk about Artie Jones.
I think Buku has definitely improved. So he's in the mix, no doubt. And there's some improvement in, obviously, Selwood's improved.
But he wasn't there last year.
He wasn't there.
So you can't have most improved if you come on. That's Rookie of the Year, signing of the year. I mean, Will Lewis would be up there for me as well.
Yeah, so I think it has to be Artie Jones.
Artie Jones most improved, yep. Do you remember? When we played Brisbane, what were they up by? They were up by
28?
28 points, it looks like. I'm just looking at the score worm now. with into time on in the
I was
third
at the
quarter.
Darkness.
And you were at the Darkness, hiding in a toilet?
Yeah.
At the band,
What
Darkness.
a great start to the year that was. And we've got to remember here, and Jane, my lovely wife, mentioned this the other last night. They were playing goal of the week things. And you know what she said? I hope they don't forget Bailey Williams. That was clearly goal of the year.
Yes.
Where he stepped around,
sold
bounced,
candy
sold
to
candy
was it Bailey
everywhere.
Williams or was it Bailey Dale?
Bailey Williams.
Okay.
In the pocket.
Yeah.
That should be goal of the year.
Absolutely.
So we've got to keep that campaign going.
Yes.
So he's definitely goal of the year. We're missing Bailey Williams actually.
Yeah.
At the moment.
And that was the only goal he got. He kicked one goal for that match.
That was a ripper.
Yeah. And Bont got 3, and then the next week we played our old foes, the GWS Giants. Absolutely smashed them. 81 points, our biggest win of the year. Remember how up and about we felt?
Oh, we were. We got the Giants at the right time. They had some injuries.
Yes. Oh, and I think playing them now would be good as well. But,
we got them at the right time. We're up and running. At that stage, we were kicking bigger scores. So this is like, are we doing a round by round?
I think so.
It feels like we're
Well, I mean, this
is old school review type
This is the way
stuff.
we do it.
Okay, I like it. Yeah. No, I was wrapped with that game. Walked away thinking, anything's possible this year.
Lockie Jacques got 29 touches that day.
Yeah.
Lockie Jacques.
He started the year very well. So he's another guy that
he's not most improved though. We brought him in last year. Is that right? Or this year?
No, he debuted this year.
So he can't be so he might be rookie of the year as well.
Yeah, well, he's obviously not in at this stage. And Butterick was up and about early.
Oh,
he's still going well. I like him.
Yeah, Butterick's. I think that would be signing. Signing of the year. As in, there's people we've got from other clubs, and there's people who we've got, from the draft and whatnot. So, what do we call those? Signing of the year, recruit. So we recruited him from Gold Coast, and we'll take that. Yeah,
targeted recruit. Done. Beautifully targeted because it's exactly what the club needed. Sort of replaces Taylor Duray.
Yeah. And then our third game of the year, we had... speaking of replacing... Sorry, hang on, I'll come back to this. We'll review all this. Wiedering. Remind me to talk to you about Wiedering. Then we played the Crows, beat them by a goal. Oscar Baker's...
Oscar Baker on the pocket
that's probably the greatest moment of the season. Would you agree? Just for that, we were winning and then we weren't winning, and then that bit of magic.
Yeah, that was a big moment. We've been lucky to have there's some big ones to come.
Yeah.
But out of the pocket there, Oscar Baker too, who we love. And we were in real trouble. I think they kicked 4-5 in a row.
Yes.
Hit the front.
Came right
and then
back.
We just found a way back into it. And that was a really gutsy win over there.
Yep. They scored 5 goals in that last quarter. We only got 3, but... it was damn good.
There might be a couple of moments even better than, although you can't beat a winning goal.
No.
But we've had 4 or 5 of these moments, and that's the first of them.
All right, and then we played Essendon and only won by... remember we were killing them at halftime.
I reckon we're 55 up at halftime or even more.
It was 10-7 to 1-7, so we're 54. You're dead right.
54. My mates are saying, this is great. And then everyone walked away flat that night. I said, just take it. Yep. Take the win. And then, you know what, they copped a lesson because you know what happened after that game? English got injured.
Yep.
And we went on a losing run, which was
all right, well, let's go into it. Then we had that horrible game at Gather Round. Moving on.
We weren't too bad. Competitive against Hawthorn. I think we probably got back within 3 goals there at one stage, but we were due for a downer there. Yeah. Gather Round's a waste of time, by the way. It is.
Here we go.
We shouldn't celebrate it. It's a game lost from Melbourne.
We lose. We are yet to win at Gather Round.
They always give us a hard fixture.
Yep.
If I was doing the refixture as they've spoken about in the last 24 hours, I'd scrap Gather Round to start with, scrap State of Origin, because that just created problems for a lot of players this year, including Sam Darcy.
Yeah.
Who remembers State of Origin? We're not sitting here now reviewing that. Wow, what a great event.
No, I loved it.
It was an exhibition.
I loved it.
Waste of time.
I loved it. And I do love Gather Round because I go there with the front bar and I'm only there for the first day, but it seems very, very exciting. No, I'm a big fan of Gather Round and I would love to actually do it. I do think they should move it around a bit more. I don't think it should just be Adelaide's. I would love to see one in Brisbane, one in Sydney. I think that'd be great for the game.
What about Melbourne? Well, is it okay just to have?
No, you can't have it in Melbourne. No, we don't. We're spoiled. That would be that's unfair. And then we had Geelong, and the less said about this game, the better. I mean,
we started poorly, came back
Darcy.
okay. Sam Darcy, and then obviously Bont landed awkwardly on his knee as well.
Yes,
and Lobb did a hamstring.
Yep.
O'Donnell did a hamstring.
Mate, it was...
And then they kicked about 8 in the last 8 minutes, which is why our percentage is so crap at the moment.
Well, and of course the next week where we played the Swans and lost by 11 goals.
Started well. Round. I remember Bont, beautiful pass. I reckon we kicked the first goal. Bont out of the middle, even though he had a bung ankle.
Yeah, we were up at quarter time and then they just, war of attrition, just very slowly and steadily.
We were very sore that night.
Yeah.
Bont and Richards... played hurt.
Yep, and a 6-day break after getting thumped by the Cats.
So suddenly we're 4-3.
Yeah, yep. And then the next week playing Freo, who are flag favourites right now, and we came within two. We lost by 2 goals, but I remember not being too angry.
Yeah, I reckon that was a wasted opportunity, that game.
Yep.
The Freo were under pressure. We just didn't quite have enough quality to get it done, but at certain stages. So just having a look at that summary there, we were in front.
Blitz.
We were in front by quite a way there, weren't we?
Either side of three-quarter time. There was just a little 5-minute period where they just went bang,
we were in
bang,
front
bang.
most of the game.
Yeah. And I wouldn't... I mean, if we were playing Freo in the finals, I wouldn't be devastated.
No.
I reckon we could really... I mean, it'd be hard over there with that feral crowd, but... Here we could definitely beat them. Yeah, absolutely.
With our players back.
Yeah. If they had gather round for the finals, we played them at Adelaide Oval, I'd feel pretty good.
Yep. Freo is still Freo. I struggle to believe this flag mantle stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they're the St Kilda of the West, so if anyone could stuff it up. And I hope they don't. Good luck to them. We've got good relationships with Freo. Obviously, Bulldogs win grand final is the dream.
We've got some cross-pollination. Brad Weira.
Yeah, that's right. Kingsley Hunter.
Yeah. Todd Curley. Did he play at Freo? No.
Simon Garlick is their CEO now.
We gave him a CEO. Yeah, we've got a cross-pollination.
Bob Murphy is in there as well.
Andrew Wills.
Yeah.
Remember the flying egg?
And in the women's, Gabby Newton, of course. Anyway, then we beat Port by 2 points. Remember this game?
Yeah, that was a real scrap. Should have won by more, but we talk about Artie Jones did something brilliant in the pocket there, and somehow we got out of it. Remember, the scores were level with not long to go. He kept the ball in. So that was another magic moment. Would have been good to kick a goal.
Yeah.
I forget who had a shot now.
I'm going to give them point of the year.
Yeah.
Segment.
Should have been a goal. We should have won that game quite comfortably. There were a couple of dodgy decisions went against us. But that was a very important. If we'd gone 4 and 5, that's shizen.
Especially considering what was happening next. The dead coach bounce. We're up to round 10. Carlton jumping up. Look, we got them at the wrong time. They're 5 and 0.
Yeah, the wrong time. But I thought I think we were 10 points up at three-quarter time. Weren't playing well, but Carlton still looked like Carlton. They weren't that inspired. Then everything changed on a Artie Jones kick that should have gone over the back to Westy. And went out of bounds on the full. First goal of the last quarter, we win that. And I've got a theory that if we win that game, Carlton don't even get on this roll and Josh Fraser and the hoodie aren't even a thing.
Oh, really?
So I think Artie Jones's kick out on the full.
That's the sliding doors moment.
That's the sliding doors moment. Wow. After that, they went down, kicked 2 goals, won the game, suddenly got confidence, and they're up and about. So I think...
We'd be third if we'd won that game.
Really. So Josh Fraser needs to thank... Artie Jones for that. Even though we pumped him up, he tried to wheel onto the left, and Westy, he was all on his own. I've mentioned this before. It was just one of those moments.
And then we played 3 games in a row, won by less than a kick. Demons, 3 points, thanks to Langford for dropping that mark, but also a brilliant performance by our lads.
Yeah, it was a drop mark, but we kind of deserved to win that. We got to 4 goals up there at one stage, I'd say.
In the second quarter.
This is a bit of the Bulldogs this year. We get to the 4 goals up.
Yeah, we're not
quite good enough to put the foot on the throttle.
No, and
not on the throttle, on the pedal.
It's very rare that we do that. Like I remember 2021's kind of the year where and last year we did it to a lot of weaker teams, but it is. It's almost like we're saving ourselves, and then did it to Collingwood.
But we
4
hung
points.
on. Collingwood, another great moment. Selwood's mark.
Yes.
So we've had some big moments when required, and in a lot of these close games. This is the second one in a row. The ball's at the wrong end in the last minute. And we needed a bit of luck to get out of that. But that was a game we're in front. Collingwood got a roll on. De Goey played the game of his life and still got up.
Yep, it was bloody awesome. And then we beat Hawthorn at the MCG where you were avoiding the roars.
I was down near
and
Burnley Street, but we got there. And, of course, Caulfield's spoil. So you talk about these moments.
Yeah.
It's been a great year of moments at the right time.
Caulfield Spoil was pretty good. I'm still going to keep Oscar Baker's goal as my moment of the year so far.
It was more exhilarating.
Yeah.
I think Selwood's mark was pretty special.
Pretty good. But I think Oscar Baker's just the way, also because we'd called it. We'd talked about how good Oscar Baker was. Yeah. And then he just kicks the winning goal. And also, like, it's a tough goal as well. Like, he's running on, away from the goals on the angle.
Yeah. It's one of those moments that'll be shown. Often think about what gets shown on Brownlow night. They only show little clips.
Yeah, that's right.
That'll be the one.
Yeah. Oh, man, we should get about 15 seconds. Then we played the Crows, and less said about that, the better. And then Sunday against St Kilda. So, look, overall,
when you go through it, I said to Jane the other night, we've had a bloody enjoyable year.
Absolutely.
Because the close wins, they're fantastic.
We're equal fourth. I mean, seventh due to the bad percentage. But we've got the same win-loss as the Cats and the Crows and the Demons. We're only 2 points behind Hawthorn. I mean, Freo and Sydney are clubhouse leaders, but you don't, it's very rare that the teams that are dominating at this time of year go on to keep dominating.
And I think if you look at the fixture, we've had the hardest of the lot. the nonsense of the fixture. We haven't had a look at West Coast, haven't had a look at Richmond, haven't had a look at North.
Yep. Yeah.
Yet. And some clubs have played those teams twice.
Yes.
So there's just no equity. So best not to look too deep into the fixture. Take it 1 week at a time. Obviously got Sydney after the bye.
Yeah, and we got Freo as well. So, we're playing the top 2 teams for the second time.
To away.
Yep, absolutely.
For the second time.
Yep.
We've already played Hawthorn for the second time.
Yep.
And we had another for the second. So it's tough.
It is, absolutely, yeah.
So the AFL have done us no favours.
We've got the Swans, Eagles, Suns, Tigers, Dockers, North Carlton and Melbourne. That's the rest of it.
Look, it's not too bad. So I've looked at the ladder predictor. If we go 4 and 4, which we should do, I mean, that's certainty to be probably, unfortunately, finish 7th, which puts you in a wild card.
Yeah, okay. But I need my.
If we go 5 and 3,
yeah,
I've done the sums. I think that puts us in the top 6. So once you're in the top 6, you avoid the wild card game. You get a week off.
Yep.
You sit there and wait for someone to win a wild card to play you.
Yeah. All right.
So it's not a bad position to be in.
Aim for 6.
We need to win 5. We need to get to 14 wins.
We can do that.
We can do that. When you look at it, we'll beat Richmond.
We'll beat West Coast. We'll beat North.
West Coast.
That's
we'll
3.
Beat North.
We're halfway there.
It comes down to we should beat Carlton.
We get revenge on Carlton.
Yeah. It'll come down to the last round. I've already circled it.
So we play the last round. We play Melbourne at the MCG.
That'll be like a final because I think the winner of that will stay in the top 6. And the loser will end up in a wild card.
Oh, do you reckon they'll give us Saturday night, Friday night, or will it be like the Sunday Arvo one?
Oh, they'll do if it's that much on the line, they'll give us a marquee slot.
You reckon? Because they often. I remember a couple of years ago. I remember Carlton Collingwood. That was Sunday twilight.
The TV, it'll depend on the ordering. They won't want certain results done before others, but. Look, it's going to be tight. It always is for the Dogs. We're very rarely in a position where, say, top 4 is locked away and we can fiddle around. When
was the last time we were top 4? 2010.
We just can't. Well, we're in the... Yeah. And when we fell out of the top 4.
Yep. Hey,
2011.
I'm just remembering Wiedering. There was talk on AFL... when was it? I think it was... they were talking about Carlton a lot. It was on the couch. They always talk about Carlton way too much, but they were talking about how they might need to trade a very big name in order to get draft picks because they've got no draft picks. And then I believe it was Jack Revolt said that because they were talking about would you get rid of Cripps in order to get decent draft picks. He said, what about Wiedering? Because the Dogs need a big defender. Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would, but we won't have any. If we get Butters, that's our picks gone. So we won't have any picks. Well, so sorry to put it down on.
Yeah, you've really ruined everything. You've really peed on the matches there.
or is he a free agent though? Is he a gettable free agent?
No idea.
I think he might be under contract.
I'll be honest. I find that also double Dutch confusing when they go.
Yeah, obviously you've got to be out of contract as a free agent. Okay. So I think he's still under contract. That's going to be hard to do. So I still think we get Jordan Butts. So Butts and Butters.
Oh, from Adelaide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Airbnb. Butts and Butters.
Butts and Butters. I got to be honest. When people were talking about butts, I thought they were just shortening Butters.
Yeah.
So I've drifted on a lot of those conversations.
So I think, we'll wait and see. But look, if we win 3 of our last 8,
yep,
will still fall into the wild card. So we're well placed. That was a huge win against St Kilda.
It was, yeah, and it was. It's something that we can really build the rest of the season on, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about us.
Yeah.
We're not absolutely dominating, but we ain't out.
No,
we ain't out. And remember, this is Bevo's Bulldogs.
Yeah, we keep contending.
Yeah.
So whatever you say about Bevo, year in, year out, there's never very rarely does the arse fall out of things and you're out of contention.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time that happened? That's 2020,
probably? Or 20,
yeah,
22, 23 was...
Yeah, but we're always there. We're always in it. If we drop out, we drop out late.
2018 was probably the last absolutely nightmare year.
So we've always gone into the last round with a lot on the line.
Yeah.
And something to play for. So it's being a Bulldog supporter is pretty good, particularly after being in the Saints function. You realise how lucky.
That is a great message to end the free-to-air on. We're going to duck behind the paywall where we're hoping to speak to Tom Boyd, but he hasn't got back to us yet. But don't worry, we got something for you.
We'll get him.
Thank you so much for your support if you are a Patreon. It's only $5 a month, people. And
we had we bumped into a listener at the Nixon too.
Oh, we did, yeah. What was his name?
Down from Brisbane.
That's
I've got it
right.
written down somewhere, but I've given him my number.
Oh, there we go.
I was that keen, but now I've forgotten his name. But
mate, text us. Yeah, he's right.
Us.
A very big... Oh, and also, one of our patrons, one of our famous Patreons, Frode, who's a Norwegian who lives in Florida.
Right.
Massive Bulldogs fan. He's coming out to Australia for a few games. And I really want the Danny Boyd and added Stevo army. Let's make Frode a celebrity because he is a huge fan of... and he did the music of Gigs Facts.
Right, okay.
So he loves
get him into
dogs.
Top Dogs?
Oh, we're getting him into
I'll get him a guest pass.
We're definitely getting him into Top Dogs.
We'll get him in there for Prosecco.
Might even get him on the pod.
When that listener was down from Brisbane, I turn around, someone yells out, "Hey, Stevo, where's the Proseccos?" We're at the Nixon. I was just having a quiet gin and tonic by that stage. I wasn't on the Prosecco, but yeah, that's grown legs. But the Proseccos, I can confirm, are still generous.
Actually, yeah, no, I've just booked in to do a gig for the Watsonia Football Club, and a bloke called Cameron is he just booked me through one of the booking agencies, and got an email from him. He said, "Hey mate, we're interested. By the way, I am a Patreon, a big Danny Boyd fan." I'm like, "Oh mate, I've got to do it now. Right. I'm locked in."
Watsonia Footy Club.
Watsonia Footy Club.
That's real Collingwood territory there.
It would be, yeah.
It's a lot of players have come from there. It's their old heartland of zone area in the north, mid-north.
Yep.
There of Melbourne.
It's not fancy Greensborough.
Yeah, it's not Northcote, but fancy Greensborough.
That's what I'm calling Watsonia.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I bumped into a mate at the Nixon, Scott Cooney, a St Kilda supporter. I think you saw him there, bearded guy.
He used to work at the RSN.
Yeah, that's right. Lovely guy. And I said, "Where are you living these days?" He said, "Berwick." He said, "You know what he called that?"
Yeah.
The Toorak of the suburbs, he called it.
I think that's where Toby McLean's from. So there we go.
It's a bit of a stretch.
Oh, yeah.
The Toorak of the suburbs, you take that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're going behind the paywall. Go Dogs. Oh, I also should point out, probably no episode next week just because there's nothing to talk about after the bye. But if there's news, we'll check.
If we sign Butters over the break, we'll do a special show.
We will do
Give
one.
my childhood to that roar of the red, white and blue sea, and the knowledge that you had two loves, the Bulldog boys and me. 20 years on, I feel that longing hanging in September air. But the reason I go every week is to pretend you're still there. And they will find the glory one day, and I will throw it at your feet. It's a long, long road they're running for you, the dogs of Footscray streets. Long, long road they're running for you, the dogs of Footscray streets.